Hey YouTube, coming at you with the Great League team submitted by Noxious, who's definitely submitted before, and they in the write-up say, longtime fan of the channel here, I wanted to try out Thunderfang, Steelix, and Jumpluff Core as they cover each other well, minus the fire weakness, but I use Shadow and Annihilate as the third. It is a very good closer safe swap as you can ramp up fast move damage. I prefer the Shadow as it counters hits so hard, and I ended up shielding it most of the time. I prefer the Shadow as the counters hit so hard, and I ended up shielding it most of the time anyways. Okay, my Ape is a bit attack weighted, so you'll see me pretty aggressive CMP often. I tend to save shield for the backline and don't mind soft losing a lead to farm on Annihilate. If you're reading this, thanks for the feature. Hopefully I'll see you at the Toronto Regional next week. So I will be at the Toronto Regional. I just signed up for the event yesterday. So I will be there. We'll see how I do. This will be my third time playing. The first time I went 0-2. The second time I started 4-0, got to the winners finals, eventually losing to JGen in the winners final A, who won the tournament. So honestly, hopefully somewhere in between. Not hopefully. I mean, I hope I would make it today too. But realistically, maybe somewhere in between. Maybe win like 1 or 2 matchups and then lose. That is my guess. The field is pretty stacked. But yeah, say hi to me if you are there. Yeah. Okay. So let's watch the battles. I guess with Thunderfang Steelix, you can at least get out if you need to. And speaking about, you don't need to get out. I mean, you do have the strength of having Psychic Fangs, which is super effective. Unless they want to close combat, Reach Fist is not going to take you out. I think you probably still do lose in the zeros though, even if you do land the Psychic Fangs. And going to instant swap into your Annihilate, going for the CMP, which you mentioned that you have a pretty 5. Is it 5? I thought it said 5. Yeah, 5, 13, 11. So assuming that most are running like zeros or ones and stuff, that makes sense that you can win. Wiggly, can you get to the close combat? No, you cannot. So you're just going to throw a resistant Rage Fest. Maybe they think it's close combat and they're going to shield. Okay, so grab the shield thinking that they did not know the counts. You can come Steelix and just use Thunderfang and have resistant movesets here. Ice Fang is neutral. So, and your Shadows. And there's, okay, Swift is resisted. Does chip, but allows you to get to this, which is nice. And now can you aggressive Fairy Wing down? Met with a Quillfish. That is rough. Double flying moveset here. Going for the acrobatics does not quite take out. What does this thing have? Aqua Tail and then like either an Ice Beam or a Sludge Bomb, and they bait the Aqua Tail. And now you're losing CMP to what is either an Ice Beam or a Sludge Bomb, both super effective. Dark Pulse. Okay, did not expect that moveset. So that is nice. Going to undercharge here. I don't know if I love this. Getting a couple. I guess you want to get to a move here, so that's maybe smart. They're burning the switch clock, which tells me that they're going to try and catch here. Oh, and we mess up their counts here. And then Annihilate comes in and counters you down. Ugh, that's a rough one. Clodsire. Okay, so this is terrible. Ooh, this team sucks against Clodsire. Okay, well at least Poison Sting is resisted. And now you're going to try and ramp up. Earthquake would hurt. Would not take you out, but it would hurt. So going to let it go. Does go to the red. Oh yeah, that does way more than I expected because you are a Shadow Pokemon. I was going to say, I was expecting yellow, but that is deep red because you are a Shadow. You do get enough into the Rage Fist, and they... Okay. They decide to... For those of you who do not know what I'm humming and hawing about here, they decide to... Wow, both Pokemon are pretty low, and Annihilate probably would have been taken out first. They decided to give up switch into Barrel and take 2 boosted counters that took them to 50%, and now got a Steelix on it, which just took it out. And now the Clodsire comes back in with a move. Gets a resisted Sludge Bomb off. Gonna CMP on this. Maybe they're running double water on the back and they don't want the back to see this. No, it is a Morpeko. So just going for the Psychic Fangs, we want to lower their defense. Their defense is already pretty bad, so just lowering their defense is not the worst case scenario. I assume you'll just let this go and just go. I mean, you only have resisted. No, going to shield, which is interesting. Just assuming that the Fairy Wind is enough to take it out. So basically what you're doing here, for those of you wondering what the heck is happening here, basically assuming that the Thunder Fangs, Psychic Fangs are going to add up enough and lower the defense enough that you can now Fairy Wind down before they get to a move here. Or if they get to a move here, that you live a very boosted Aura Wheel. And you do, and you can Fairy Wind down before they get to another move. So I guess that's actually pretty decent recognition that that is a potential win con there. Dugong. So this will be nice. Super effective Thunderfang. They are not leaving because they could still throw a super effective Drill Run on you. So they're going to stay in. Psychic Fang does not do much. Going to take a Drill Run, which you will live. And they get into Mandibuzz. So deciding to get out of the Steelix matchup into the Annihilate matchup. Taking a super effective Aerial Ace. I don't know if I love this. And now having to shield because you're loaded with energy. I probably would have stayed. I know you have no charge move for it. But if you like lower their defense enough with Psychic Fangs and Thunder Fang, you could chip within to like counter distance or like counter in like a resisted Rage Fist distance. So now you throw a close combat. They shield. And now they're going to take out your Annihilate. Going back in with Steelix. Just going for the Crunch. Both moves are resisted. Crunch will obviously do a little more damage than Psychic Fangs will. Don't get the defense fall though. Hoping to just put it into Fairy Wind range. You both instant swap, and now you got your... Yeah, what are you doing? Because now you have this on, a Jumpluff on a Dugong. Yeah, I don't think that this has been played out correctly here. So going with the Aerial Ace. And once you throw the air, I mean, I don't think they have any shields left, but once you throw the Aerial Ace, not many people would expect Aerial Ace acrobatics here. So if they had a shield, they probably would not shield. But now you get hit with the Dunsparce and you're so low, and they get to the move here to take you out, and now you're going to be taken out. Yeah, I think personally, I just would have stayed in with the Steelix. I know you don't have any moves for it. You don't have any moves for it, like Crunch and Psychic Fangs are resisted on the Mandibuzz, but you can still chip a ton and then align how you want and not be switch locked. Okay, so we have a Venusaur, which is now resisting the Thunder Fangs, but will take super effective from the Psychic Fangs. I put in Thunder Fang. I keep calling it Thunder Fang. You put Thunder Fang. Is it Thunder Fang? Or is it... Sorry, I'm just going crazy now. It is Thunder Fang. Okay. Thunder Fang and Psychic Fangs. Okay. Okay. Getting your Jumpluff on the Altaria. So super effective with the Fairy Winds. So going for the Acrobatics because Aerial Ace will not take this out. And the Acrobatics does land and get met with a Talonflame here. So we're going to get an Acrobatics off. I don't even know if this takes out, but this will do a ton of damage if it lands. They do not let it land. They're probably just going to go for the full farm down here. You would only get an Aerial Ace. I mean, hope they don't know the counts and just shield anyways. And that is exactly what happened. So they commit the double shield. Ooh, but now you got a loaded Talonflame. Yeah, Talonflame like kills this team. You got two things weak to fire and a fighter. And this thing is now at a second move, takes you out, and now incinerates you down. Yeah, Talonflame is a core breaker like crazy here. So no, do not use this team. Really tough. Okay, Jumpluff, this is a good lead. Fairy Wind's resisted. At best, they have Energy Ball. Yeah, Thunderfangs are neutral. Although these Energy Balls will chip. Not enough, though. They're going to have to get to 2 more. Or maybe 1 more in a resisted area. At least may take it out. Crunch, also non-step. This is... I'll talk about the... I already kind of talked about... I already covered Steelix and I think the issues with it. But, like... I like that I'm putting the sets now because when I was doing these moves, Psychic Fangs and Crunch were the same as Close Combat and Rage Fist. So just think about that for a second here. I am going to stop it while I talk about this. Think about that for a second here. You have a non-stab Thunderfang on Steelix versus a two-turn move versus a stab counter on Annihilate. They both get to their first move in 6, which is a non-stab Psychic Fangs, which does lower your opponent's defense, but is garbage. Versus a Rage Fist, which is an okay hitting move and boost your attack. And then your second move is a non-stab Crunch, which is not going to do much on Steelix, versus a Close Combat on Annihilate, which nukes, right? So when I was just putting in the numbers of like the move counts, I was just like, oh man, it just kind of shows the issues with Steelix. And I already talked about the issues with Steelix, like Thunderfang in of itself. Yes, you're going to pick up some of the waters, but you're also going to lose on all the grounds now. And then just having the non-stab moves that don't hit hard is just a brutal combo. So yeah. So anyways, we have our Annihilate on their Dunsparce. Throwing a Rage Fist, but making it obvious that it's a Rage Fist. Now going to have to commit the shield. We'll take it down to the 1 shield each here, but through a Rage Fist, boosted your attack, have some energy coming out for the Jumpluff. So this will take out because the Jumpluff is in the yellow here. And there they go. And now you are 2 times boosted, and out comes a Dugong. So this thing is over. Yep. Okay, Sand Slash. At least Thunderfang is neutral as opposed to resisted Dragon Tails. Now, super effective Drill Run versus, again, non-stab Crunch. It's risky throwing the Psychic Fangs here. They do land the Drill Run, and throwing a resisted Psychic Fangs, hoping for the... And yeah, you're not going to get... I don't think there's a point of throwing that there. You do get to... No, you don't get to another move. They beat you to the move here anyways. I don't think there's a point of throwing a resisted Psychic Fangs. I just go for the damage that actually does damage. Now, they should have an answer in the back to, yeah, a Fighter. If you have Sand Slash on the front, you have 1, if not 2, answers to Fighter in the back here. So we have an Azumarill on your Annihilate. But now we're just going to see how ramped up this can get with 2 shields. So here comes the first shield. We're going to throw our second Rage Fist here. This will be the second boost we get here. Counter's still resisted, but they let that go, so you could commit to the double shield and just run with this in the back, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. We are going to double shield and try and run what's in the back, and it is a Marowak, so here comes the third one. They're likely to shield. They're not going to take a 2 times boosted move. And just going to instant swap, not even going to try to get any more chip damage. Just hoping that the resisted mud, yeah, the resisted mud bombs. Nope, mud slaps. There we go. The resisted mud slaps not doing anything. That makes you much easier just to take it out with a Flying Grass Pokemon. Double resisting, triple resisting the move, or double resisting. It's either double or triple resisting the mud slaps because you are flying and grass. I think flying double resists and grass single resists, so it should be 3 times resisted. It is 3 times resisted. 0.244. So double resisted on the flying ground and single resisted on the grass means ground is triple resisted on Jumpluff. Look at me knowing my typings. How great. Anyways, back to the battle. I saw a swap in of their Feraligatr into your Steelix with fangs and catching a Hydro on the jumpluff. Oof. That must be a very frustrating matchup. They do have 2 shields here, and you are down to 0 shields. So going to grab one here. Ice Beam from a Shadow Fire Alligator, double super effective on jumpluff, though, is going to very, like, take you out here probably. Yeah, I can't see how you live this. So goodbye jumpluff. Steelix takes out that, and then if they have no energy, goodbye Typhlosion. Talonflame. See, this is one you probably just need to play out. I mean, at least you have the electric move, so this is super effective as well. And you can go one more here and then throw. Yay, look at you, fast move timing. 7 versus the 7 times 2 is 14 versus the 15. Getting the 2 through. Probably worth the shield in my opinion. Yeah, they do flame charge, so go, I guess, 4 and throw. Yeah. And this will force either their shield or take them out. Let's see what they decide to do. They decide to let it go. Maybe get a little, and not letting them get the farm. Instant swapped into the Annihilape. They eventually counter with Venusaur. So they, ooh, that does a lot of damage. Holy smokes. You can even commit to the, yeah. You can even commit to the shield and try and counter down. I'm guessing this is where you talk about just how hard hitting this Annihilape is. Oh my goodness. Goodbye Greninja pretty much. Taking it down to the yellow with these counters. They Hydro you, but the damage is done. So it's just a fast move down there. Holy, Annihilape really friggin' chunks with that Shadow, eh? Huh. Gordon the Flash. Primeape. So what do you do here? Going into Annihilape, which you'll live a Rage Fist for sure. And you can get one off here, and they're likely to shield. But I think at this point they can just double shield, or you have to. You're gonna shield. Can they? And they give up switch into Dugong, but Dugong does take you out before. I mean, at least you're not having your Jumpluff see this. So going back into the Steelix with the Thunderfang. Gonna just take a draw, and we know it chips a lot. I go Crunch here just to ensure this is out of here, because we do not want to take any more damage from this thing. So goodbye. Trying to instant swap into the Jumpluff here. Oh, and instant swapped right into a Powder Snow Sandslash. So this is where you just let this go in top left, because double ice in the back. Not what you want to see. Yeah. That is a top left. Last battle here. Quick one. 1 minute. Another Talonflame. So another one we're going to have to play out here. And we're probably going to throw Raid again. So starting out the exact same as we did last time. Let's see what they decide to do here. This time, this opponent decides to let go, which means they're probably going to flame charge, but you can going to let go as well. And keeping it alive. One Thunderfang. So I guess I should explain what happened. Oh, and they have a Lapras in the back, so they're probably double weak to fighting. For those of you who do not know what happened, we did one Thunderfang and then switch into Annihilape, and the only reason that works is because it is a 5-turn Incinerate, so the damage isn't registering until like the 4th turn. So you can throw the 2-turn move and then go into the Annihilape, and that Steelix will live. So that's just what happened there if you don't know what happened. Going for the Rage Fist. This will boost your already boosted, or have you boosted? And they let it go. What the hell are they doing? Yeah, we shield and just destroy what's in the back here. No wonder this matchup so quickly, because your opponent is crazy. Another thing weak to fighting, Morpeko, where we just counter down. Okay. It makes even less sense to not keep the Talonflame alive on their end. Okay. Anyways, thanks for the battles. Yeah, the team is very flawed. So, like, I guess with Talonflame, you do have an answer there. With Steelix, that matchup doesn't seem to be as bad as because of Thunderfang. Yeah, holy Annihilate with the shadow. I don't think I have a shadow one. There's two Pokemon that I think I think maybe this is the first time I've showcased Shadow Annihilate, and holy crap, it really makes a difference. But same thing with like Shadow Drifblim. I don't have one, but I've definitely seen them in action, and that Shadow Astonish really adds up. And it seems like it's the same case with Annihilate here. Shadow Annihilate going ham here. So welcome to the title and thumbnail, baby. Okay, that is it. Thanks for watching. I'm surprised I made it through the whole video without coughing in the background here. Not me. Both kids. I'm solo parenting with two very stuffed up, very sick kids today. So, yeah, we made it through the whole thing without them coughing, which is great. They are asleep right now. It's 10:10. This is going up tomorrow afternoon, or yeah, tomorrow afternoon. So, yeah. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one.